What's up, y'all? Welcome to Final Notice Mania. We are eating atomic wings and talking about Overlord today. Cheers to the heat before we begin.
Let me grab my hot. Movie is directed by a no name, and is it produced by J.J. Abrams?
Yeah, produced by J.J. Abrams and like Naughty Robot, I believe. Dirty Robot, Naughty Robot, Bad Robot.
Bad Robot.
So,
Oh.
you know.
Yeah.
This movie takes place during the Hitler time. It's kind of like a...
What?
Yeah, you heard me. It's like a prequel to... No, I'm just kidding.
The name of the war, long past forgotten. Known as
Long
the
past
Hitler time.
Lord known as the Hitler time.
It takes place basically like... It's like a prequel to Saving Private Ryan, where they storm the beach at Normandy. It's kind of like their precursor to what has to happen for them to be able to
Oh,
go
okay.
and storm the beach.
I understand what you're saying. Yeah. They have a mission before D-Day that they have to go fulfill for D-Day to actually work,
Right.
and that's what they're doing. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
That's the basis of the movie.
They're taking down the radio towers to help the air support for the Normandy landings.
Yep.
Bam.
And so the movie starts out kind of like a basic war movie, like a Saving Private Ryan. They're all on a plane. People are throwing up. Things aren't going the way they should go. People are getting shot. It's basically like a basic war movie at the beginning of the movie. And kind of turns into this weird horror Resident Evil type movie with like zombie type ultra humans that can crush cans.
Yeah.
It was
They mixed...
They crushed a lot of cans.
Did they?
They crushed like 3 or 4
they
cans.
crushed like 3 or 4 cans.
Well, that's how you know that they're strong.
That's how you know it kicked in. They're like,
Yeah.
oh,
They're like, hold on,
crushed the
I don't know
metal
if
can.
it worked. Give me a can.
Literally, like
That was pretty consistent within the movie.
one dude crushes a can, the next one crushes like a metal thermometer for a bomb.
But this is like 100% spoilers because we had no idea they were doing dead people stuff.
Yeah, we thought it was going to be zombie stuff, which is kind of like the same thing. But
You thought it was going to be zombie stuff? I thought it was going to be like mutants and stuff like that.
oh, did you? I thought it was going to be like zombie stuff, but it was kind of zombies, but not really.
100%
There were a few
zombies.
times-
They were all dead besides 2 of them.
Well, yeah, but like they were doing like because you know like the Nazis were all about like oh we need our super soldiers
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
It was
So
a
it was
mix
like
between
kind of
the two,
mixed
for
of that. Yeah, so I was like oh that's cool. I didn't mind it.
There was a few times in the movie that when we were watching it where it cut the horror part of it got a little out of hand where like people that were just literally skeletons were talking.
Right.
And like
Yeah, dude.
there was no organs, there was nothing, but I don't know, like it was just
That was the most terrifying part of the movie.
Dude, that was crazy. Yeah, that lady just had a neck, and it was just like a
All
spinal
spine.
column,
Yeah.
and that was it. She's like, "Help! Help me!"
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh my gosh!" Like that was a really good scene.
no.
Yeah.
I didn't think that was a really great scene at all. I thought that was like an Addams Family moment right there.
Well, like,
Well,
Like,
that's
that
why
was
it was
some
good.
That was such bull.
Well, that actual scene was corny as hell, but like the idea that death isn't a way out. That's what I was like. Oh damn! Like
Yeah.
you can't. There's no shooting yourself in the head and getting out. It's like no, you're stuck.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. What'd you think about like the pacing, how were the acts well, and like the music and cinematography and stuff like that?
I thought the movie was shot pretty well. I didn't like the premise of the movie really. I thought it was pretty fucking stupid. I get it. You're trying to do like a Call of Duty Zombies type movie, or like
I didn't
Resident
know that,
Evil
yeah.
type movie.
Seemed kind of like
Like
a
it was basically like a Nazi zombies from Black Ops 1. That's basically what I thought of it as. Like oh, this is
wow.
cool.
I think about that. Yeah, you're kind of right. It's kind of like Black Ops 1 zombies put into a movie, kind of with a plot.
Ooh, I wonder if they.
Wow, I wonder if that's what they were going for.
Yeah.
Makes me like it a little bit more if that's like if they're like okay hey this is where we got our inspiration from. You're like oh okay
Yeah.
huh interesting. Well
That's funny.
They just needed a director chasing him around with a hammer.
Well, what is one kicking my ass?
But the pacing of the movie overall was pretty good. The storytelling was all right. I kind of like the French chick and the little boy more than the rest of everybody in the movie. Or French chick, right?
Yeah, she was French. Mm-hmm.
That was the weird part of the movie where like they're supposed to be in like the heart of Germany.
No, they're not.
They're in
Or they're
France.
in
They're in France.
Huh?
Yeah, it's a
They're in occupied
occupied.
That's right.
Uh huh. So it's pretty crazy. Yeah, they were, and I might have missed this,
What?
but like how they were getting the serum and everything to like bring the dead back to life. It had something to do with like the church on where it was, but they didn't get into it that much.
I don't think so, dude. I think they were harvesting people. Because, so one part of the movie is kind of a spoiler here. There's like a dude in a bag being harvested for his blood.
Or
Yeah,
something.
Mm-hmm. Like they weren't clear about it. And I don't mind that they weren't clear about it. To be honest with you, it's just I remember there was a monologue going on where he was like, and they did not have like the vision to, and I was like, wait, what are you talking about? Does this church have something to do with it?
The whole time, but they didn't have the vision.
Thank you. That's it. Yeah. I was like,
And the other
does
part
this have
that
something to
didn't
do
make
with
any
the church
sense at
or
all
what?
was like,
Grade the movie.
Yeah, I don't think
Grade
there's
the
a way
movie?
not to spoil this from
Yeah, grade the movie. Yeah, I know, right? It's kind of hard to talk about it and not spoil it through. But what'd you think? 1 to 10.
6.
A 6. That's what I figured you probably would give it. Yeah, a 6. So we got a 6 from Drizzle over here. I like the cinematography behind it. I thought there was a lot of good shots. We were talking about it on the way out in the very first scene that Drew mentioned. Not in the first scene, but in the first act. They're parachuting out of the plane gets blown up. And our main character is like falling. And as he's falling all the way through until he ends up hitting the water, it's all one shot. I love when something like that happens. You know what I mean? Especially they had that boxing movie where the whole match was just one long shot. Like things like that, I tend to appreciate a lot. Like I thought the soundtrack of the movie, or rather the audio of the movie, was like pretty good. The song at the end kind of threw me off, to be honest with you. I was like, this was a goofy song for this.
Yeah.
But like the noises and the audio tracks that they were playing and everything like that as the movie was going on, I thought it added a lot to it. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, the sounds of the guns and all that were really cool.
Yeah, exactly. And like the pacing was okay for me. Let me know if you guys are thinking differently, but it slowed down a bit. Like when they were when they introduced the French, it did. Yes. It went from a sprint to a jog. Like it was like boom, boom, boom. There was a lot going on in the beginning, and then it kind of went ooh, as they were introducing the French girl. And like her son, or no, her brother, and then like the kind of drama that was going on with the Nazi and them hiding out there, like it slowed down a bit for me. And there was probably like 20 minutes where I was like, oh, all right, let's get this. Oh, like come on, let's get going. Let's pick up the storyline. But I think they did it on purpose so we would care.
Yeah.
About the third act. So once the third act started, I was like, okay, like I can see why you spent so much time with these characters. I didn't think we're really gonna be much other than just kind of suspense in the moment. And then it ended up kind of paying off a little bit. I mean, I really didn't care that much for me anyway. And so
it's not meant for careful.
Yeah, it's not meant to be dissected. Yeah, this is a J.J. Abrams movie.
Because the French chick saved her aunt, right? So she knew everything about the compound because she obviously went there and saved her aunt.
Like maybe, I think it might be
unless she was just like sleeping with the captain or whatever.
I bet it was like, oh, you want your aunts back?
Yeah, some twisted dark Nazi thing. But yeah, I mean, I knew we said it before we went in. It was all right. This is a J.J. Abrams produced movie about undead in World War II. This is going to be either awesome or horribly awesome.
Yeah.
There's not going to be any middle ground for me anyway. I was like, there's probably not going to be any middle ground.
Yeah.
And for me, it was like a horribly awesome movie. Like you said, you can't dissect it. You can't do too much. But I knew going into it, it's a J.J. Abrams movie about fucking zombies in World War II. Like it's going to be kind of hokey. Yeah. And like I like that in certain movies, especially when I feel like they didn't mean it to be. Like I was telling them, there was a couple moments where I laughed out loud when I probably shouldn't have been laughing. But you know, I was like, it's kind of reminiscent of like some scenes in like like Inglourious Bastards and The Hateful Eight. You know, where like something like extremely gory happens, and you're like, like when the guy had the grenade in his mouth and it blew up. I was like, that was great.
The funny part was like he had the grenade in his mouth, and you're thinking like, oh, there's not many dudes around him. He's not gonna. And then the guy's like, hold on, there's something wrong. Everyone come here.
Everyone come here. Yeah, no, it was like, oh, this is going to go horribly wrong for all of them. Like that would never happen either.
You'd be like
that would never happen.
No.
Yeah, like he has tape over his mouth. He's all...
Something's up.
And they're like, everyone this way, come here. And he's like going like this with his head because there's a big bag of explosives in the sidecar. He's like obviously motioning.
Oh, there's a reason the Nazis lost.
And they're like, oh, everyone, come here, come here. It was super funny.
See, it's a lack of playing charades.
Yeah, Hot Wings, but for me, I'd give it an 8 because that's my kind. Like I knew what I was getting into.
Yeah.
Like I knew that's what this was probably going to be, and it wasn't bad. Literally, the storyline was good. Like I said, the pacing was good. I got bored.
8?
Yeah, I'd give it an 8.
An 8.
I'd give it an 8.
Yeah, this movie an 8, but he's gonna tell you later.
Yep.
Don't go watch it in theater.
Yeah, I'd give it an 8, but I would say it's not a theater worthy movie. Yeah, I would say probably not. Like, I'd have to know you to be like once this was over, I was like, Drew is gonna fucking hate this movie.
Yeah.
But like, if I went and saw it without you, I'd be like, okay, Warman, I think you should probably go check this out. I think you might dig it.
My standards are pretty low.
I know, right?
Yeah.
But like, but yeah, for like a majority of people, I would say this probably wouldn't be a theater movie. I'd say this would be a Netflix movie. Just watch it one time when it comes out and you end up liking it, buying it. But
how are you gonna give it an 8 and be like, hey guys, it's an 8, but don't go watch it in the theaters?
I would probably buy it and put it right in the garage. Like I wouldn't put it in the house, but I'd put it in the garage. That way I could be like, have you seen Overlord? Okay, let's watch Overlord and like explain that it's not a great movie. It's kind of goofy, but it's good. For $10, I'd buy it on Blu-ray for $10 for sure.
No.
Yep. What'd you think, Warman?
On a scale 1 to 10, I'd probably say 7. It's a C.
Yeah, you'd give it a C.
Yeah.
I'd give it a B.
Because it felt like a war movie and a horror movie, and they did both parts okay, but it didn't do anything new. The newness of it was that they were together, not that they did anything plot-wise different. It was like a setting innovation, not a story innovation.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. And I think that's why I like it because, I mean, dude, have we ever seen a World War II like horror movie before? I'm not saying it was a good horror movie, but it was trying.
I have.
There's a lot of horror movies that are better because of the setting. Like there's a Civil War movie called Ravenous that is excellent because it's in the Civil War. Not because it's like any kind of political standing. It's just these guys are stuck in the middle of nowhere and they don't have cell phones.
Yeah, right?
And the guns they have, not that great. So when something comes around, they're screwed.
Yeah, I think the setting definitely gave it like a plus for me anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, I like World War II.
They did evil Nazis pretty well, though.
Yeah, they totally did evil Nazis pretty well.
Yeah, there's definitely one called Nazi Zombies. I'd have to watch it again.
Yeah.
To be like, well, no, that movie was terrible.
Don't watch it again, that was a bad movie.
Yeah, Nazi Zombies is super terrible movie.
If you want to have a bad
But like,
time.
I mean, yeah, if you want to have a bad time. But, I mean, I'm just thinking like, in the realm of someone who spent more than $20 million to make a movie. You know what I mean? Like, we've had a lot of B and C rated movies that were like World War II zombie movies.
Was that an R-rated movie?
Oh, yeah. It had to be R.
I don't know, man. I didn't remember any swear words.
Yeah, but there was so much blood and gore. Like,
That'd been
they blow the guy's
nowadays.
head off with a grenade in his mouth.
Mm.
And I'm like,
Yeah, it was bad.
Dude,
But
that guy was
one of their first rated R movies.
like
Really?
when the Tommy guns when they were shooting people. I was like, oh, this is legit. I was like, pop, pop, pop. I was like, oh wow, this is amazing.
Yeah, I like it when they show that like war is not. Oh, and then they fall down.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we had a 7, an 8, and a 6.
So
At least we're all semi close to each other. Yeah. 7, 8, 6. Average is a 4.
This movie's
But,
so fast.
But see, I don't think. Why did you think it sucked so bad? I don't think it sucked that bad. I thought it was pretty
It
good.
was okay.
I think this would be like a really like if this was a Resident Evil prequel, it'd be like, oh my gosh, it's so much better than we thought.
I don't know. Like, for me, it's like, all right, if I'm giving it anything above a 5 or 6, I'll watch it again. I would never watch this movie ever again.
No, I'd watch it again. I'd watch it with people. I'd tell people to watch it with me.
I'd be like, oh, you're going to watch that movie? No, it's okay. I think I'm just going to go to sleep.
Yeah.
It'd be like 11 o'clock in the morning. I'd be like, no, I'm good. I'm just going to go to sleep. Or I'd be like, nah, I'm good. I'm going to go do my nails. Like, I've never done that before, and I would rather do that than watch this movie again.
I mean, what about the actors? It was a bunch of no-name actors. Did anyone stand out in particular
just
to you guys?
Just the dude from Game of Thrones.
The bad guy?
Yeah.
The bad guy was generic villain number 2.
He was.
Yeah.
He stood out. I think he stood out because we knew him. Because I felt the same way. I was like, I know this guy from somewhere. It ended up being, he was great. Euron Greyjoy from Game of Thrones? Is that his name? Euron?
The bad Euron Greyjoy.
Yeah, the bad guy that
Did he die already in Game of Thrones?
Oh.
No, I think he's like the main problem. Or one of them.
No, I think he was like helping Ciri.
I'm pretty sure they killed him.
Oh.
Maybe.
But he has all the ships.
It's been like 10 years.
I know.
Well, no, didn't she destroy all the ships with the dragon?
Maybe not all of them? I don't know. It's been so long.
It has been. Anyways.
I feel like I can't even, like, watch the last season whenever it comes out in how many years.
Yeah, we're gonna
Because I don't even really remember what's happening. Yeah.
They'll do a recap stuff.
I hope they have, like, a 40-minute long recap of everything that went on. Jesus.
Like, there's this throne.
Right? But, so here we go. Hey, hey, guys, I'm proud of us. So the IMDb score is a 7.2 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes is a 81%.
Never trust
and
them.
Metacritic, shut up. And Metacritic is a 58. So almost a 6. So we had the 6, the 7, and the 8. We're almost professionals at this point.
You know, at this
it's kind of crazy.
But Rotten Tomatoes also gave that submarine war movie like a 90%.
No, it didn't.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, you were mistaken.
No.
What movie did we just watch that Rotten Tomatoes gave it a super good score? We were like, that was like a 2.
Yeah.
I remember.
Gotta go to the bathroom.
Go ahead, love bud. Whew, I don't remember.
But no, that movie got like a 25, something like that. That's why I was not.
Yeah, why
too
he,
hyped
that's
on
why he
seeing
wasn't
you.
gonna go watch it with
Yeah.
us.
No, I'm a fool.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, it got good ratings. I guess I'll go watch it.
So don't forget to hit that like button.
It's an 8, but don't buy it.
For $10, buy it for $10. Subscribe.
Netflix. Oh, I'm sorry. Subscribe.
Comment
Run naked through the streets.
if you want.
The trio's back, by the way. I wanted to open, like, the fucking trio's back. We're all three doing a movie review together again. And it turned to shit.
Oh, shit.
You guys ready for this? Are we happy? We good? Oh, there's some cranberry juice in the refrigerator for vagina hurts.
It's gonna be very boring for you.
You know, yeah. I don't know if you'll enjoy it. I don't mean to be a buzzkill.